Howdy denizens, Crazy Jason here, and welcome to Kakalaki Movie Madness. I would like to introduce a new video segment that I'm going to be doing solo on here. I'm going to call it Krazy's Corner. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because I'm here today to share my top 5 Criterion DVDs. But I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things. Anything movie related. Whether it's, movie news, upcoming movies in development, movies at the theater, individual reviews, rants, raves, you name it, I may do it. Whatever comes to mind, that day or the day before, whenever I'm going to shoot it, that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm going to delve right in. Now let me say that when I first thought about doing this video, I was going to do my top 5 Criterions. That would include my DVDs and my Blu-rays. But it was too difficult to narrow it down to 5. I mean, it was impossible. So I thought about doing a top 10, but I didn't want to make a long-ass video. I don't feel like making a long-winded, 15-minute video here today, although this could turn into 15 minutes, I don't know. So I decided to do my top 5 DVDs, and then later down the road I'll do my top 5 Blu-rays. So let's dive right in. Of course we have Dazed and Confused. I mean, that's a no-brainer for me if you know me. This is a lovingly made edition for the fans. If you're a fan of the movie, you'll understand. Just an awesome package and just the perfect features. And coincidentally, Universal just released the Blu-ray this past week. At one time I was going to collect every edition of Dazed and Confused, but I've kind of put that behind me because I have the HD DVD here. And though I've not read this set, I think that they probably used the same transfer for the Blu-ray that's on this. And this transfer looks pretty damn good. Though I have to tell you, this upscaled looks almost as good as this, which makes me really excited for the Blu-ray release that's coming this October. That's right, Universal releases the Blu-ray, and then 2 months later Criterion's putting out the Blu-ray version of this. Same packaging, everything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And the real reason why I'm not picking up the Dazed and Confused Blu-ray, because honestly I'm a huge fan, is the cover. If you've seen the cover, I mean, this is okay, that's fine, but the cover for the Blu-ray is like the big yellow smiley face right in the center. It's like, I don't know, it's like they hired a kid straight out of graphic design school and paid him $50 to spend 30 minutes photoshopping whatever. And no matter what came out, they just signed off on it. Okay, go out there, it represents our studio, and then we're going to sub-license the rights to Criterion to release their version, and it's going to make us look like shit. But that's what we like. We like to look like shit. Yeah. We like to treat our catalog like garbage. I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe some of you folks can shed a light on that. But anyway, I think we've unpackaged this on Kakalaki Movies at some point. You've seen the innards. We've showed it. I'm going to go through it really quick in case you haven't. They always used to stick these ads in there, which is kind of irritating. You've got the poster. I'm not going to open it up because, again, we showed it before. You've got the digipack that contains the 2 discs. Very nice. And then you have the book. And I love these books. I miss the editions where they have the digipack and the book side by side inside of the box. Like I'm looking over there and I've got My Own Private Idaho, and then I've got Slacker, and I've got another one somewhere around here. But yeah, those are my favorite Criterion editions. I just love these books, and they just did a great job on one of my all-time favorite movies. And I can't wait for the Blu-ray release because, as much as I love the Criterion DVD, the HD DVD, it is an upgrade. It is high definition. So if I'm going to watch the movie, I will go with this. But yeah. Moving on. Passion of Joan of Arc, Carl Theodore Dreyer. Now, this movie is a work of art. And I do not use those words lightly. There's only a few films that I can apply that statement to, and this is definitely one of them. People, if you haven't seen this film, I urge you to see this movie. I really, really do. You know, it's very stylistic, has a incredible impressionistic lighting, minimalist sets, but what really makes it, what elevates it into art form is the performance by Renee Falconetti, who played Joan of Arc here. Her face is just so riveting. You're like just staring at it. I mean, the first time I saw it, I watched it on Turner Classic Movies many years ago, and I think my jaw was probably hanging open, and I did not move for the entire running time of this movie. And when it was over, honestly, it was like a spiritual experience. You know, I'm just going to straight up say that. This is a somewhat early release because it's got a very thin sort of booklet. It also came with a libretto booklet, including the medieval text used in Einhorn's composition. You know, I guess some of them shipped without that. I read online you could contact Criterion and they would send you one. I'm good. Maybe I'll do it one day. Next up, now I love film noirs, and this is absolutely one of the best. Ace in the Hole. I love the fact that I own this edition. And for a number of years it was very hard to get a hold of. I mean, you know, VHS, what have you. And it was called something else. I'm trying to think, like the Big Circus or something like that. But yeah, you know, I don't know what to say. This is Billy Wilder. This was his follow-up film to Sunset Boulevard, and that's a great film, of course. This one is just, I don't know, it's just the performances across the board are great. It's got all of the noir conventions that you love in there, the femme fatale, but it's got a kind of a very big story, and at the same time he's satirizing American culture. It's a 2-disc edition, and I miss these cases with the 2 hubs like that. Now they're putting them, you know, the discs on top of each other with 2 hubs in one, and I really like this for whatever reason. Some people hate it, but I like it. Now, the booklet in this one is one of my favorites, because here's what they did. Now, of course, Kirk Douglas plays a reporter, so what they decided to do was make the booklet like a newspaper. And all of the articles and essays, they designed it just like a newspaper. It's very, very cool. They even put little ads in there. But anyway, if you guys haven't seen this film, I mean, obviously it comes highly recommended. I love that I have it. Surprisingly, it was not released on Blu-ray. I don't know if they intend on doing that. It looks great upscale again. It's a high-definition transfer of a black and white film, so there's, you know, probably only going to be a marginal difference between the DVD and the Blu-ray. On the image. Now, on the audio, there's probably going to be a marked difference, but I'm fine with having this. Next up, Hoop Dreams, one of the greatest documentaries ever made, and it's got a running time of nearly 3 hours, and the first time I saw this again, like Passion of Joan of Arc, I believe it was like 13, 14 years ago, and on VHS, or it may have been on television, I don't know, but for the entire running time, I remember distinctly I was laying on my couch and I did not move. I did not move. I did not get up to pee. I didn't stir. This is just one of those films, you care about the characters and you're just riveted by the story and what happens to these people. And essentially it's about these 2 inner city kids who go to a private school, and they have dreams of playing basketball in the NBA. And but then, you know, there's their families, their fathers, their mothers, their siblings, and all of these you know, sub-stories going on. But yeah, now I was so excited when I found out that Criterion had released this, because I didn't realize they had at the time. I want to say something really quick. The director, Steve James, he followed this up with a documentary called Stevie, and it's kind of a little-known documentary. It is an awesome documentary. The places that documentary goes, from where it starts out to where it ends up, it will blow your mind. And I need to get that on DVD. It's been on my wish list for a long time. I just haven't bit the bullet, you know, because I want to find it somewhere out and about. But I'm just going to have to order it from Amazon. But yeah, it's a great companion piece. I would definitely seek out Stevie. Now this has a really nice thick book in it as well. Just going to show you really quick, because I'm getting a bit long-winded here. But yeah, really nice edition. Last but certainly not least, and this is a movie that ended up on my top 20 films of all time, that video that OJ and I made together last year, where we talked about our top 20 movies. Now, our top 20, as we talked about in that video, is always changing. Now, the top 10 is usually unchangeable, but the top 20, you know, movies come in and out. This is a movie that will always either be in my top 20 or my top 10. It will never drop out of that. This has a special place in my heart, and that is Umberto D. This is Vittorio De Sica's Italian neorealist film, and you know, it was shot with unprofessional actors, locations, in post-war Italy, and it's just got a really nice high-definition transfer. Again, you know, maybe they'll put out the Blu-ray, but I'm perfectly happy with this. Basically, this is just a really simple story about an old man and his little dog. It's a very heartbreaking story about how, I mean, basically that's all he has in the world. And, you know, do they even make movies like that anymore? Well, actually, they kind of do. Wendy and Lucy. Maybe that's why I like that movie so much, because it reminds me a lot of Umberto D. It's a very simple story. It's well done, and again, non-professional actors. You know, it's a real tearjerker. Like I said, this is just a special movie for me. It's got a good, you know, documentary on it, and good essay. Nice little booklet. It's not thick, again, but it's good. This is what I wanted to show you guys. You've been wondering about the, you know, people talking about the new eco cases that Criterion has been putting out. Well, I happen to have one of them. Yeah, and it's for this. And it's one of these dealies here. Thankfully, they don't do the cutouts, which I give them props for. They just, you know, it's a much thinner material. I mean, you can see it just wobbling in my hand. I don't like it, but I appreciate that they didn't, you know, cut plastic out of it. I can live with that. I like having a very thick. You hear that? Now, this. Some people think I'm silly, but you know, it feels cheap, it's lightweight, whatever, it's fine. At least there's no holes in it, okay? Alright, so that's my top 5 Criterion DVDs. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Kakalaki Movie Madness, baby.